Let's do some more sci-fi. All right, let's do it. Okay. So just looking at this thing, we have our. I'm going to move this thing over here before I do the Peter Pan over it. All right. So we've got the horizon line is along here. So anything above it is going to have to be tilted down towards it. Okay. So like these things, we'll have to uh, wherever we're going to have multiple vanishing points. Okay, you can have as many vanishing points as you want. And you just got to remember what one you're actually vanishing to it. But there's always a horizon line that doesn't change. It goes across like this. Your horizon line is the critical part of it. So actually, what I'm going to do, just for my own self here, but also it's going to help show you a little bit of the what's going on here. So I am going to move this over here. There we go. So I can see better. Okay, good on myself again. Okay. So we're going to get just a little bit of white paint and jazz, but you don't want your, when you sketch something in, you don't want it where it's hard to cover it back up again. So we're just move that. There's the horizon. Right across here. All the way across. There we go. Okay, so we just moved that. That was my handy dandy T-square that I have that they have never improved on the technology. Once they got it right, they got it right. Oh, okay. So I want to add. So this thing's just going to have a ridiculous amount of uh, detail in it. That's what I love about sci-fi. It just makes for a fun painting. It really does. So come in here. We're going to start sketching up here. I think maybe even more this way. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Just eyeballing it. Okay. Couldn't help myself again. Get excited. A little more. There we go. So we got ourselves kind of like a interesting do that. Got this mountainside comes down, but they've built all these buildings on it. There we go. Cool. Tell you what, one thing nice about sci-fi, all with all the bad news and all that stuff that's constantly everywhere, it's kind of nice. You take a break from the world. Get off Earth. All right, here we go. So let's get some. I'm gonna get some Mars here. Look in here. All right, let's get this part of the structure here. It's just this massive complex. What this is, just massive. I mean, and when we're talking massive, we're talking massive. This chip almost looks like it's out of scale to the train, and it's further away. That gives you an idea how big the ship is. That's the whole thing. This is a massive Aquavian Empire production here. uh, I need to sit down and start. I've been saying that only for about 20 years now, but I should have like a thing about the Aquavian Empire. Started out this banking, fairly wealthy banking entity, and then became this massive empire. Thousands of years after the Aquavian Empire, they still talk about the Aquavian Empire. Well, oh my God. Well, there's Mary. Well, she'd have a song for everybody. Yeah. When I was down at Scandals last night, Merrick, and sold the newest steel bridge painting. I still haven't sold the tripods over it, but that just sold right off. So that only took a few days. Unless it was you who bought it, I don't know. But whoever bought it, it didn't last very long there. It's like steel bridge. I'll have to check out your painting. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so I'll definitely check it out. So what's big massive complex here? Ba-ba-bum. I have no idea. Whenever I think it's actually a soundtrack out of one of the Star Trek episodes. I went out to Sissy too, and I haven't sold anything. I'm surprised the that ship hasn't sold, and I'm surprised the yeah. I'll have to. We'll see. We'll work it. Yeah, might have to kind of do a big emphasis. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we'll get there. Well, I always say you got to always revisit the primary reason why you're doing art is you're having fun. You know, that's the primary. That's the primary thing. Uh, if you are strictly for money for it, you're going to be in for a lot of, at least my experience, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Primary first reason why you're doing it is for the therapeutic value of it. And as we see AI and all that stuff start encroaching in on the artwork, always remember there's nothing replaces the physical enjoyment of just actually physically painting the thing. Wow, it was deep. Yeah. One of them. To the Quaking Empire. Where's more Prussian blue? Holy crap, holes. And I run. Oh dear. The original. I have no idea. I have music that pops in my brain and it actually mixes it up with other music. Like I constantly have Puff the Magic Dragon works in with the Gilligan Island theme. That gives you an idea how crazy I am. I'm serious. If we had a psychiatrist come in, and yep, that's it. Put the straight jacket on that one. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Van Dyke Brown, Van Dyke Brown. I said, not having fun. Stop. Okay, so we're gonna do get ourselves a little bit of our uh, handy dandy painter's tape here. The musical sponge, and it's one of those natural sponges because it's even more. Uh, it's not. It's nothing even about it. Oh my goodness, that's the one we're all going for. And I frown. So we're just doing this for the. And the key is perspective. You got to be. You don't want to. There we go. Put it there, right there. And I frown. Oh Lord. Okay. And then this one, we're all to this point. That's going to be our vanishing point for this. Wow, that's really off. Okay. There we go. See, if you don't get that perspective right, you'll look like it's twisted, like me. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Actually, we're going to want to do this. Like, okay, Mike, stop snipping the glue, get off the gorilla stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, I think maybe was that. Oh, wow, I was really off on my. That's okay. That's why we're doing this. Get it corrected before it's screwed up. Before you've invested a lot of time into that. Okay. Okay, so now got that in there, and we'll just pop that over here because I'll probably use that again. Yeah, you got to get where are your lights coming from. And remember, in a science fiction, you can kind of get away with multiple light sources because maybe there's multiple suns. Yeah, they usually shut somebody up that's complaining about something. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So remember, the light source here is kind of coming like this direction, is more above. So we will be working on that part. So if it's coming down like this, it's almost straight down, but we will have a shadow here. Okay, couldn't help myself. Okay, we're gonna. This is going to give us a whole new structure here to be able to build up. And you'll once you start building it up, or I start building it up, you'll actually see that how large of a structure this is. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh boy. I think the airplane glue is not working for me. I need to go back to Elmer's. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. New science fiction hasn't sold it, Sissy, too. I'm gonna have to either start advertising a lot more. I don't know. Well, it is January, or now February. Tends to be a doldrums month, so we'll get there. Ba-ba-ba-bum. 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 I've been really surprised how much they have improved the microphone on this. I've been listening to some of my videos. and it's just been amazing how much they've improved that. I have this fancy microphone over here that I kept turned off because it was fighting with the other one. Remember that you guys were having all that echoing and stuff, and I am just astounded how good the microphone is on this little cam. It's a little cam that can fit in your palm of your hand. It's just wow. Technology irritates me and fascinates me at the same time. It really does. Okay, back to it. Okay. I don't know if you ever watched that Saturday Night Live with Belushi and the darn thing, and that tells you how many years ago that is when he was Beethoven and he was playing on the piano, dun, 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 and then all of a sudden that eyebrow goes up. It's hilarious. Jim was is it Jim Belushi? Oh, that's his brother. Gosh, that tells you how long ago it's going to be. All right, Bobby Le Poo Poo. Yes. That's a big mess. Oh my gosh, that's an epic blob. Holy cow! You want to get something like that off there? Wow. Dun, dun, dee, 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 dum. And I'm using, I love these brushes. They're the angle brushes because it's amazing how versatile they are. And I was so mad when here in Portland, all of the uh, art stores got bought up, and I suddenly couldn't find these. They didn't have them, and it was like, and well, they wonder why Amazon's taken over so much. Well, I said, well, I guess where I found them, Amazon. Oh dear, it does not take much. Okay, so these buildings are on that one. It's like they twist around this big uh, mountain here. Making a handy dandy T square here again. Whoa! Couldn't help myself. Got excited. Yeah. Okay, let's get straightened out here. Mhm. Oh, cool. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I just love doing science fiction. It's like I said, especially when the news is so cruddy all the time. I always like what Bob Ross would say. If you want to get sad, watch the news. And heck, he's been gone since 1995, so it's always been around. I think sometimes we forget that. Oh dear. Okay. Steer in. Adding detail here. But a lot of this is a challenge in perspective, so which makes it fun. I always suggest for somebody who like doing structures and stuff like that, because I've had some people say, "Oh, God, I can't do buildings." The key is to understand perspective in the first place, and that's the key to a building. To make a building look right is that you have to understand perspective, and perspective is a really I think it was invented something like the 1400s, if I remember right, and it was so the guy did such a realistic thing that they almost the church almost tried to ban it because they said it was too close to what God would produce. I thought that was interesting, and and that's a true story. I have to look it up when the first true perspective painting was painted, and that's like as recently as the Renaissance period, if I remember right. It was done in, I think, Florence. I had been to Florence. What a fascinating city. I'll tell you what. That's where David, the famous statue of David, is. Okay. Perspective can be your friend or foe. Yeah. At one place, you actually have to follow rules. Unless you're Esler, and then you just. I love his paintings, though. Oh, his sketches. They're just phenomenal. Another one here. Start even the detail here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. It's just huge structure. This is a mind-boggling size structure here on this. It's what it is like a moon that orbits this gas giant. The moon is not, it's a smaller than Earth, but the density of it makes it so that gravity is fairly close. You know, that's what a lot of people forget in science is that like Mercury, which is a lot smaller than Mars, but that has the same gravity as Mars because it's so much denser than Mars, being close to the sun like that. Earth is the most dense planet in the solar system, as far as we know. And so that's interesting too. Uh, we have the largest moon in proportion to the planet. The largest moon in the solar system is Ganymede, and then followed by Titan. You know, but Titan's a wild, wild moon. I tell you that one. It rains methane there. It's like, oh, that's a pleasant place. Yeah. Here we go. And back with our handy dandy tape here. Oh, I always say use painter's tape. I mean, some people use masking tape. If it works for you, then fine, that's fine. But I have just found that masking tape, the problem with masking tape, it'll rip the paint right off. And I've had that happen to me, and that's not a pleasant thing when you pull it off and then you just end up ruining, pretty much ruining your painting. And I have found that this is very inexpensive. It's a cool little trick. I always say, if you find something that works for you, do it. Well, you wouldn't see that. Okay, cool. Can you imagine we land a probe on there and it just ignites the darn thing? I saw one of the coolest paintings, though, is that somebody did like an old-fashioned sailing ship. It was sailing on the methane seas of Titan. I thought, wow, that's a cool. That was just a cool painting. I had a guy who was blind, sight impaired or whatever you want to call it, but he loved science fiction and astronomy and wonderful guy. Greg was just an awesome guy, and or probably still is, but I mean, I no longer work there. But the point is that I sent him a recording. They had a recording. Well, one of we did land a thing on Titan. They had a recording of the methane rain going on, and I sent that to him. And he just, oh God, he was just so thrilled. I was proud of myself. I said, yeah. Hope Greg's doing good. He's awesome guy. But he loved his science fiction. Him and I could talk science fiction all day long.
All right, let's go back to the train. Let's work on that train. We're starting to get, you're starting to get the idea they got this massive structure going on here, just huge. How many times can I say huge? But this is huge. It's kind of like a combination of a mining operation of very rare ore and gas operation going on here, and also uh, ship repair. This is one of those ship repair lots too. Ships come in for repair. So it's just anything industrial. This thing is just huge. Employs millions of people. Shipyards and everything. Quavian Empire. This is one of their mini operations here. So let's hit that train here. I found out an interesting thing I was reading that the rings that go around Saturn is it's made up of tiny crystal ice. I'm sure it's radioactive, but God, what a source of water if we ever get out there. Isn't that interesting if we could ever figure out how you could de-radiate something? I mean, and those rings are so big, you're talking vast oceans of water. That'd be interesting. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I take the max all the time. I took it yesterday going down, but
decided to be a whip, and I took a lift on the way back. That was a little bit pricey, but sometimes it's just worth it. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I still think the Mac should have the lounge car. You'd have the Max Martini, and then you'd have the. Uh, Hello, Larry. Greetings. I remember when I mentioned that I was in a cramped uh, Max ride on the way home. It was rush hour, and I made the comment. I said, "God, I wish we had the Max Lounge." I said, what are you talking about, Max Lounge? And I said they should have a Max that has a full service bar on the darn thing. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's genius!" The Max Lounge. It'd be the only mass transit in the world that makes $1 billion in profit. The Max Lounge. I mean, reintroduce that. That might be a really fun painting to do. See if I could do it. I have to get the exact right idea. It's lounge. The Max Martini, uh, Trimet tequila. I can see it now. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, heck, we wait for the Max Lounge car to come along. Sit there and sip a martini on the way home. Oregon featured beers and wines. Oh, yes. I'm sure the legal issues would be insane. Max Lounge. Mhm. You know, watch somebody will come up with it, make millions of dollars off it. And I said, I'm the one who came up with it first. For the exclusive writers, we'd have the Corinthian car. Yeah. Oof. You have to be invited to be on the Corinthian car. I think Warwick actually played his cello on the Max one time. Him and I forget who it was with who's with him. Thought that was kind of a cool thing. He'd always thought would be a really cool art show. It'd be a huge endeavor, though. I don't think I have the effort energy to do it. But every stop of the Max on the way, you'd pick a line, and that would be every stop would have an art, different art show. So that'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of like an art walk, except it's a train walk. Draw another train in there. Right, here. Water. Always put your brushes back in the water. Don't walk around with them before you know it, they're dry, and then you ruined your brush. So I have another train right here, bigger because it's closer. Probably not quite that big. So, okay, coming in with a bigger brush. No idea. Don't worry about it. Go in here. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay. Like a monorail. Ba-da-da-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah. We got a long ways to go on this one. This is just going to be kind of a fun painting project with no real crunch time, which is nice. I tell you, I hate it when I get into that crunch time sometimes, and you just and don't have a crunch time right now, which is good. Just sit there, enjoy doing the painting. I'll probably add some color to the paint, the trains too. Going to be kind of painted brightly instead of all gray here. So that'll be kind of a standout for that. Why don't we do that one right now with one of them? The red line. Get that in there. Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-dee-dee-dee-dum-dum. Da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Boom, boom. Oh, Lord. Ba-ba-ba-bum. All right. So, quick here. Mhm. Okay. Uh, Jingle warfare. No, my goodness. Holy crap, holy, that hour went roaring by. My goodness. Yeah. Well, we'll be back on tomorrow, Sunday, Pacific time, 11 a.m. So I will be back on and we'll do some more work on this big science fiction project we're doing. So it'll be fun. You take care, stay healthy, stay safe. I think I'm actually going to go outside and work in the yard. I have a fence totally repaired now, thank goodness. Ugh, I contributed to the Oregon economy. But all right. You take care. Seriously, stay healthy. And always thank you so much for joining me. Um, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. All right. Take care. We got our science fiction Aquadian Empire. All right. Take care. Bye bye.